Hey, good afternoon and welcome to the station. Here's where we talk trains, truth, and life. In this episode, I've entitled it Working from a Strong Foundation of Hope. Thanks for joining with me. Hey, if you wouldn't mind to like or subscribe, that would be really helpful for the channel. And as we dive into this week, we're going to start with number one. A firm foundation, a strong foundation. Model railroading takes building a benchwork or a foundation that's strong or steady. It's important to the railroad. It's important for a few reasons. Number one, it's important to have your model railroad level. And so having a firm foundation or a strong benchwork really adds to having it level to be able to build you can build layers upon that. You can build different scenery onto that, different elevations. But it's important to first start with one that is level. Secondly, it's important for the reason of working on your train, your model railroad. You know, it's very difficult to work on a model railroad that's unstable, that could collapse, could fall. I discovered that early on in my development of Hope Railroad. I built it first on hollow core doors suspended with just some brackets, angle brackets to the wall. And I just found that it just really wasn't sturdy enough. So I ended up that I moved to a benchwork that has 2x4s, and they are secured down to the floor. And then there's plywood on top of a 2x4 structure, which I find very sturdy, very helpful. It's helpful for a few reasons, and that is that we want to be able to crawl onto it. We want to be able to reach across. We don't want it falling or being disturbed. And so having a solid framework, a solid benchwork is very important to the model railroad. It's the same with life. Our lives are being built. We're kind of in process, much like the model railroad that you see behind me. And it's important to have a strong, firm foundation that your life is built upon. It has to be anchored somewhere in order to have that stability, so that when pressure comes, sort of like me leaning on my railroad, it doesn't just fold and collapse. There's something there of substance, something there that gives us the strength and the ability to rely upon something. If I could just share with you, just from personal experience, I have found that anchoring my life on the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, God's Word, is something that allows me that strength. It allows me that stability. It allows me that place that I can anchor my life. I find meaning and purpose and value. I discover the Creator and what He has designed me for. And so it's important for me personally just to anchor my life on a firm foundation of the Bible. I've entitled my railroad Hope Railroad. And I did that for a reason, because not only is it a name, but it also represents life. Like my railroad, there's hope to see it continue to develop and grow. And the same is true with life. Again, I'll just share with you just my personal experience. I've found that the Bible tells me that if I anchor my hope in Jesus, if I anchor my hope in what He has done for me, as it tells me in Scripture, that my hope is different than our English word. Our English word hope really is a wishful thinking. You know, oh, I hope to, I wish to. Hope that it would soon turn sunny in spring. I hope that I would be able to accomplish these goals. I hope to do certain things or have certain activities. It's a wishful thinking, but the Bible tells me that the Bible's hope, a hope in Jesus Christ, is actually a certainty. It's not a wishful thinking hope. It's a certain hope, and a certainty that I can count on and know for sure and have confidence in. And so that's where I have anchored myself, is in the hope that comes from what Jesus Christ offers in my life. And so a firm foundation for a railroad, Hope Railroad, really impacts my life and represents some things that are very important to me. I hope that you would consider some of that in your own life, establishing where is your firm foundation? Where are you anchored in life? Is it on a firm foundation like the Bible, or is it on a hope that is certain? You can leave me a comment in the comments below, and we could discuss this further. Anyways, thank you for joining me here on Welcome to the Station for this week's edition. Look forward to talking to you again.